Hey, you. What bad habits are you hiding and trying to get rid of? We all got one or two bad habits at least that we're trying to get rid of or we're struggling with. The one that I'm going to be talking about today is uncontrolled anger. Uncontrolled anger might be like you think it is. Yelling, screaming, and maybe punching a window. You know what I'm saying? But it can also be oversleeping, drug abuse, alcoholism, not wanting to talk to people, and other things that you might not think of as uncontrolled anger. But it's a result of an uncontrolled action after getting angry. It could be spying, backbiting, all sorts of things. And I have the killer method that will get rid of any bad habit that you have. And it's 100% guaranteed to work. And all it needs is the power of awareness. All of us have that power. That's why it's 100% guaranteed to work. So stay tuned. Step number 1. We need to put that bad habit in our focus. So what is the bad habit that you're trying to get rid of? And think about something that you can replace it with. So for uncontrolled anger, I personally might lose my rationale. Start saying stuff that I don't really mean. Maybe my voice will go up a little. So what can I do other than that? So you want to think about something else you can do instead of doing that. And you just want to focus on that. And you might think this is unnecessary, but think about it. When you go buy a car, for example, that you've not bought before, like a Ford Crown Victoria, you might have not seen it on the road, but as soon as you buy that car, they start appearing here and there, and you start seeing more Crown Victorias on the road. Is it that everybody else decided to buy the car the same time you did? Or is it's just not been your focus? It hasn't been your focus. So that is why it's important that we acknowledge what we're trying to get rid of first. And that's step 1. Step 2, create a bio alarm. What I mean by a bio alarm is to make a goal for when you want to get rid of this bad habit. For example, you want to get rid of uncontrolled anger within 1 year. So when 1 year is done, I'm going to be cured of uncontrolled anger. And you just want to put that in your head. You don't need to write it down or anything. And that is just to create an endpoint in your brain. So now your brain acknowledges that it needs to work on this because it only has a limited amount of time to get rid of it. So you acknowledge it in the first step, and now you put an endpoint to it. So your brain is going to trust whatever you say to it. So now it's going to start working on getting rid of that bad habit. Step 3. This is where the magic begins. And you want to wait and see. Every time that you fall in a situation where you're about to commit whatever bad habit you have, there's going to be seconds in between that you're going to be alerted. That bio alarm that you set is going to go off. You're going to be pulled into focus when you normally don't. Because normally you don't really think about it and you just start reacting. Now you're going to be pulled into focus and given an option. Every time you fall in that situation, your brain is going to alert. You're going to say, hey, stop. And you're going to be given an option to make an adjustment. Do you really want to go down that route that you usually do? Or is there another option to do? And as you choose the better option, you're going to be closer and closer to getting rid of that bad habit. And it's going to work like magic. Your mind is going to just blow when this happens to you. And trust me, it worked for me all the time. I got rid of a lot of bad habits that I had through this method. I can't wait to hear your feedback on how this has worked for you and how it changed your life. And if you're looking for another great video, this might be your next video to watch. So long.